What's going on, everybody? Today's January 6th of 2020. In this video, we're going to cover the hiring of former Packers coach Mike McCarthy into the head coaching role for Jerry Jones's Dallas Cowboys. Of course, football is the most popular sport in the United States of America. The Green Bay Packers, who McCarthy was fired from at the end of 2018, is one of the most popular teams in the league. The Dallas Cowboys, meanwhile, who hired McCarthy today, are considered America's team. So two of these franchises are the most popular in the league. Both could actually lay claim to the title America's team. So this is a pretty big news story. And in this video, I'm going to use numerology, both dates on the calendar, and the language of Gematria, or the practice and observation of the numeric values of words. We start with English ordinal, the most basic cipher, which numbers each letter in the alphabet 1 through 26 relative to its position. The reduction ciphers use the rules of numerology to reduce each double-digit number to a single digit prior to adding it to the equation. And when you start comparing these two languages, dates and gematria, you find out that something very, very strange is going on in this world, and this is no exception. So first off, we're going to pull up the Wikipedia page for Mike McCarthy. And when we review his coaching career, we find that he was fired on December 2nd of 2018. Measuring from that date to today's date, when he was hired by the Dallas Cowboys, gives us 57 weeks. Furthermore, McCarthy was born on November 10th of 1963, meaning that today is 57 days into his 57th year since he was born. Using the standard reduction cipher, the name Mike McCarthy has a numeric value of 57. If you're familiar with my work, you probably recognize the number 57 as I incorporate astronomy into a lot of these decodes. 57 is a number associated with the moon. The moon has a 28.5 degree range north and south of the equator, meaning it ranges a total of 57 degrees in the sky. Using the alphabetic order, the word moon sums to 57. You'll also notice that moon sums to 51 in reverse, appropriate since McCarthy was born on the date leaving 51 days in the year. There is also great relevance in the gematria of the moon. Notice how the moon equals 90 and 99 in our ordinal ciphers. McCarthy's full name is Michael John McCarthy, which sums to 90 in reduction and 99 in reverse reduction. So this man heavily coded with numbers of the moon. Of course, I talk a lot about the moon being the large circle in the sky. McCarthy's birthday, also the 314th day of the year, 3.14, the first three digits of pi. So we're looking at this number 99, found in the gematria of the moon and McCarthy's full name. Well, there's only one number that has an ordinal value of 99 when you spell it out. That number is 13. This is a pretty relevant number to Mike McCarthy as well. Of course, his name is Mike McCarthy, both starting with the letter M, the 13th letter in the alphabet. His primary birth numerology is 11 plus 10 plus 19 plus 63, which gives us 103. This, with the 0 ignored, represents the number 13 in numerology. 13, of course, another incredibly significant number related to the moon. The moon begins with the 13th letter, and it ends with the 13th letter in the reverse order. It has matching gematria with 13, and of course, every couple years we get a 13th lunar phase. Now, Mike McCarthy takes his services over to Dallas. Notice how Dallas equals 13, and in reverse, 41. Well, 41 is the 13th prime number. Probably worth mentioning the 113 as well. There happens to be a pretty big rivalry between the Cowboys and Packers, which was, of course, accentuated throughout the 90s. But this rivalry, a pretty famous one in football, there's something to be said for this numerology as well. Pay attention to how the last time the Packers played the Cowboys was on October 6th of this past season. From that date to the date of McCarthy's hiring for the Cowboys, we find it's been 13 weeks. Now, 13 is also a prime number. Notice here how it's the 6th prime number. Well, today, January 6th, is, of course, the 6th day of the year. And in the other major cipher I teach on this channel in every video, which is called Jewish or Latin Gematria, a cipher constructed similar to Hebrew Gematria and Greek isopsephy, notice how the word 6 equals 399. McCarthy's full name sums to 1,399. In reduction, the number 6 equals 16. Of course, today's date, January 6th, written 1/6. The last time the Cowboys played against the Packers was on the date October 6th, which is like 1/06, a lot like today's date, 1/06. The first time the Packers and Cowboys ever played each other was on November 6th of 1960, which I actually screwed up in this blog post. But notice how the number 16, the gematria of 6 equals 33, just like Cowboys in reverse. The name Michael gives us a 33 as well, but here's the last major part of the riddle that really brings all of this together. Notice how in this Cowboys-Packers rivalry, the Packers are currently leading 20-17, meaning that these two teams have played 37 games overall. The name McCarthy sums to 37 in reduction. McCarthy was hired by Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, one of the most hands-on owners in the National Football League. As it turns out, his numerology is very relevant here as well. Notice how Jones was also born on the 13th day of the month. But what's more important is his numerology. Notice how on today's date, Jerry Jones is exactly 4,030 weeks old. In reduction, Dallas Cowboys sums to 43. Now, if you think about these two numbers, 4 and 3, and hang with me here for a second, this is going to make sense. In the sport of football, if a team scores 4 touchdowns, you get 28 points. When you score 3 touchdowns, you get 21 points. So two numbers, 28 and 21. On today's date, Jerry Jones is 28,210 days old. Of course, that could be a coincidence, but consider how Mike McCarthy was born 28 days after Jerry Jones's 21st birthday. It all seems to tie in a little too well. Makes you wonder what's really going on around here. But I just wanted to share this. Again, a huge hiring in the NFL today. And of course, whenever major stories break from the National Football League, there's going to be some sort of numeric riddle. And as always, it's done by the code. All right, guys, That'll do it for this video. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to keep getting some of the best decodes on YouTube. And, yeah, that'll do it. Peace, love, God bless. See ya.